Hello, my name is Bis. Welcome back to the third and final part of the Trestle project. Hope you guys enjoy. So I put my piece of wood back in this position, and as I said before, I'm not going to cut in the middle, but less equal distance as I cut into the other piece. So it fits. Without glue it lifts, so that's as it should be. So next up, glue. When you use glue, don't be shy to use too much glue. Well, if you don't want to buy glue every other day, don't empty the whole bottle on it, but the sides should also be glued up. Not only the bottom part and the other side, but also the sides, so that it's sturdy in this way, but also in this way, where you glue the little piece here. While I wait for it to dry, I'm gonna do same as I just did with the other one, the connection between those two. So I'll see you after that. My first two are finished with the connections on the bottom. They're all glued up very well. My third one is also being glued. Fourth one, not yet, but while I wait for the glue to dry on this one, I'll start attaching these to them. The way they attach is they fit on the inside, so they stick out a bit, not like the top, and that's the inside. They go on the widest piece of the top. So let me unpack them real quick. When you install the hinge, don't install them too high, because then when you lay a piece of wood on top and you accidentally cut too deep, you will hit the hinge, and most wood saws don't like metal. Don't know if I mentioned it before, but what you can do is attach a piece of stray wood you found somewhere to the top, so that if you do cut too deep, you won't hit your trestle, but the stray wood that you can replace afterwards, because attaching and detaching a piece of wood to this is very easy, but replacing the whole trestle takes a lot more time. Also, don't install them too low, because when the hinge is straight, it's no problem, but when you open it, the top may hit and the trestle won't open far enough. Best you can do is align the top of the hinge with the top of your wood, or maybe half a millimeter under it, but definitely not too low. Maybe measure it so that I can put them at the same distance from the sides. 10 centimeter will do. trestle finished. I'll put them open. So what still has to happen with this trestle? I'm going to put brackets on them for extra stability and a wire or a piece of metal so that it doesn't open too wide, because I made it 90 centimeters high, and if you open it wider, yeah, it's going to be lower. And when you put a lot of weight on it, so it doesn't flip open. But first of all, I'm gonna get going with gluing the other pieces and attaching the hinges on them. So I'll see you back after that. On one of the two, I made the gap too wide. I'll show you. So here I put a little, I'll go closer, I'll put a little piece of wood between there. Oh, my hands are shaking. But you can see glue a little piece so that it's still very stable. If you don't believe the pieces of wood I used in terms of thickness, that they are sturdy enough, I'll show you that I'm sitting with my full weight, not touching the ground, and it holds. Before you start screwing, check that your screws don't go all the way through, because you don't want pointy metal things sticking out of your wood. These go inside, so you would never, or almost never, touch that side, but just for safety measures. These screws, they are not very wide, but if you have very big screws, it never hurts to pre-drill a hole to not have risk of your wood splitting. The hinge is over here, and the first screw is over here. That's just a centimeter difference, but that could have been a problem if the screws met inside. Ta-da! Looks good to me. So let me do that on all four of them. So, the piece of rope, pretty easy. First, set up the trestle, make sure it's 90 centimeters high. Then, on the same height, on either piece, you screw in a little screw. I'm going to screw sideways, so I'm going to against the back so that I can push and really get that screw in. But it opened up a bit again, so whoop. Lower. Yeah. First screw in. Now you just attach the rope. Make a tight knot. At first you didn't put the screw all the way in, because when it's all the way in, you can't attach the rope around it. But now that it's attached, you can screw it in, so the rope gets squished between the wood and the screw. Yeah, that's not coming loose anymore. Make sure it's at 90 centimeters. That's really important, because when you make them both almost 90 centimeters, the chances of it being level, they're slim. So on the other side, so now you have to make sure that the rope has a little bit of tension. And just like that, you can close it and open it at the right distance. And it stands. I'm going to give you guys a close-up of where I put the screws. First of all, so I put a piece of wood on top of the trestles, and it is level. This is what you guys really want to see. So in the center of the support beam on the bottom, on both sides, the black end you can see, that's I put a lighter against it so that the edges wouldn't become ruffled. Is that a correct term? I don't know. Few things need to be done for them to be completely finished, but for now they are already very functional, and so far I'm very happy with it. In the intro I said this was the third and final part, but I'm going to make a little video dedicated to putting finish on the trestles. I've used them every day since I built them, and I haven't damaged them yet, and there are no marks on them, but could never be too precautious. Stay tuned for that, and if you like this video, please leave a like, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell, and see you guys next time.